everyone. You know, Medicare is in the air, and I have with me Peter Arona. He is the owner of ABCDMedicare.com. We're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We'll share the show later on. Peter, Medicare is in the air, but I got to ask you something.
Sure.
I'm going to do this one with you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
It's Medicare ANOC season.
And what's happening with that?
There's a lot of changes going on with Medicare, Carol.
Yeah?
A bunch of changes.
Tell me about, why do people have to read their ANOC so much this year over any other year?
Well, this year there's going to be the biggest disruption to a lot of Medicare plans. It doesn't matter where you live. There's going to be plan changes in almost every plan, whether that's adding a deductible for prescription drugs on your standard Medicare Advantage plan that has prescription drugs, or increase in costs going to the hospital. There's going to be increased costs in co-pays, right? There's probably going to be a juggling of prescriptions in the formulary of your current plan. So everybody's plan is going to be changing. It's just what's happening. There are some major things that are driving that. So it's important that everyone reads with what we call the ANOC. It stands for the Annual Notice of Change. Every plan by law has to send a notice to their member that's in the plan to tell them what's happening and what changes are going to come into effect for 2025. So that's why I created this page, Knock Knock ANOC, really to inform people about what they can expect in some changes, right? And if they need help reading their ANOC, or need help asking if their plan that they're on now is going to be right for them next year, then that's what I'm here for, is to help them review that change, make sure that they're in the right plan for their needs and lifestyle. And that also changes, right? Not only is the plan going to change, but people's needs in terms of healthcare and lifestyle has changed, right? Sometimes people become diabetic, or they have a heart problem, or they're on a new medication, or maybe a common thing that I hear now is my doctor's retiring.
Oh boy.
Right? They sold his practice, and he's moving out, and so I'm going to have someone new, and I don't necessarily like the new person, so what can I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we have relationships with doctors' offices and practices in the area that my customers recommend to me, and I said, well, have you heard of this person, right? And so we not only show them the plan, but we also help people find, hopefully, a doctor that they're content with.
Let me just tell you something about Peter Arona. First of all, you are a seniors advocate for sure. You're all about educating, and you truly do make it so educational but fun at the same time, right? And I love seeing you on Facebook all over the place, and I love you with your pictures with all the people that you helped get onto Medicare. And right now, it is your chance right now for seniors to make changes, right? And
Yeah,
it's very important that you get on the horn and start getting on this, because we want to talk a little bit about, but also I want you to talk about what makes you different, because you do speak, I have to say it, 3 different languages.
Right. Yeah, so speak English, hablo español. We help people who speak Spanish, fluent in Spanish. And also I speak Medicare, which is in itself a whole other alphabet soup of languages to understand what all these letters mean, how they affect you, and are you on the right plan, are you covered, right, all those things. So, you know, understanding Medicare in general is a complicated thing. So having someone local like myself, having a relationship with someone like myself, who maybe we have a history, or we're going to be able to start a relationship in regards to me being your agent, and I go to bat for you as your agent and help you find the right plans and answer simple questions. And it's interesting. I get a lot of customers saying, "I'm so sorry to bother you." I'm like, no, that's what I'm for, right?
Yeah.
Call me for the simple things, because what I want to do is put my customers' mind at ease to let them know what's going on, right?
It's also nice to, if you do speak Spanish, that you have somebody that can educate you on this fluently, right?
Correct.
That's
correct.
really important, because
Yeah.
you want to understand, especially this year of all years. Now, let me give you the phone number. It's 602-770-9062. His website is ABCDMedicare.com. You can also go to the knockknockanoc.com as
Right.
well. And there's a lot of information there about the ANOC and all the different changes that are going on.
Right, correct.
Before you came on, we
Yes.
were talking a little bit about you, and we were talking about how you are the king of the in-home appointments, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like old school Medicare, we said, right? I mean, today there's such a strong push to go electronic with everything, right? With all the technology, to sign this form, to fill out your information, to to just doing stuff on video or email or on a Zoom call, right, on a video call, that it's become really impersonal, right? I mean, I always
Tell me about it.
I always try, especially if you're new customers. I want to meet you, right? I want to see what's going on. I want to talk to you a little bit to get a feel for how I can help you, right? For me, it's important to have that relationship with the customer, have that connection with them, and then maybe afterwards, maybe after we've established some form of a rapport, then maybe the general, okay, hey, listen. You understand the changes, let's make a quick change, let's do this, that. Then maybe I text you or he sends you a plan over the phone or over the email or something. But for me, it always starts with that relationship. And being in someone's home is something unique, to understand what environment they're in and well, how the plan's going to impact them. Because some of these plans are packed with benefits that can really help people, whether that's if it's like some, you always oversee these things, and I think they're really oversold, but some people who are like on a chronic condition plan, and they maybe they're low income. Some of these plans come with a food card, right, where they can go buy healthy foods at a grocery store. Maybe it comes with other benefits. Like one of the plans this year has a phone that has included in the plan where they give you an unlimited data phone. And so those things are important because people are struggling today to. It sounds simple, right? To pay for a phone, to have access to care, to have access to the doctor.
Are you kidding me? It's expensive to buy lettuce.
Yeah, so I mean, to have a plan that comes in and says, hey, we have this phone for you, and if you have a diabetes or congestive heart failure, and you get this really neat benefit, then those are really neat things to help people with, right? Because now they don't have to pay $50 or $60 for a phone because it's coming to them. They can put that money to use somewhere else.
Right. You know what though I know about you is when you find out about your clients, you go into depth with them.
Absolutely.
I've known you for a really long time, and I've known stories where someone was not sure about something way in Tucson.
Yeah, right.
And I remember you ran and you drove all the way down there to help him understand, and you helped him be able to afford something that he couldn't afford. Some story like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was.
What it was is the gentleman, it was a couple years ago, I think, and the gentleman was just on Medicare, wasn't certain what he qualified for, things like that. Didn't really have the technology to do this over the phone, right? So this is where being
Perfect.
The king of the in-home appointment is important. So I drove down to Tucson. Did a review on what he qualified for, found out that he qualifies for what they call Access in Arizona, which is Medicaid. Did the application for Access, got him into the program, which helped him find a better plan in Medicare because they work together and they give you a little bit more benefits. And so it's been very beneficial for him, right? So we go to whatever requirements we need to go to help our customers, whether that's a simple 2-hour drive to Tucson or whatever it is. We want to make sure our customers are on the right plan.
You want to make sure that you talk to somebody who is local, especially this year of all the years. His phone number is 602-770-9062. His website is ABCDMedicare.com. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk further. You're going to talk a little bit also about some of the events that you're going to do, as well as what's kind of going on that's new and different that people need to know. Go ahead and check him out on his website. It's ABCDMedicare.com, or call him at 602-770-9062. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a second. I said second, I should have said minute. That's okay.
That was good.
Yeah, we got all of that out, and I love that. So when we come back, I think we should talk about some of the things that maybe you want to make them aware of.
Yeah.
Just aware of anything. And then we'll go here to the, not that. That was in the beginning. I meant this one.
Yeah. And then the other one I have, every Wednesday I'm at the pharmacy, so we can add that one.
Oh yeah, and Wednesdays.
At pharmacy.
The pharmacy.
He's telling me 2 seconds, 2 minutes.
No, you got a minute today. I was too quick in saying that. Mhm.
So really interesting. They're looking at their room.
What's that?
Their room, just looking at the layout of the room.
They never changed it.
No.
Mm-mm. I don't know what the guy's thinking. But you know, the owner has his own, he's very, he does his own radio show.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that, he had that in Florida.
Where he was.
Yeah, where he was from. Mm-hmm. And it's he's very popular.
Yeah.
We're like number one in, we got rated number one radio show here in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
rated.
That's good.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something ranked, I can't remember the name. It was it's a big magazine here.
Okay. You guys got good programming.
Yeah, they love it. I mean, and the people that listen are diehards, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You said something about, oh my God, it was something about baseball, very similar to baseball. I don't remember. I had something at bat. I go to bat for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you got to get the little bat.
Oh, I go to bat for you.
And the bobblehead.
Hello, bobblehead.
So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Peter Arona, and he is the owner of ABCDMedicare.com. Medicare is in the air, and it is getting pretty windy out there, right? You know?
Yep.
And there's a lot that's going on this year of all the years, and you want to talk a little bit about, you know, some of the different things that people should be aware of.
Yeah, so, I mean, as we spoke earlier, this ANOC has been, mostly should have been delivered and mailed to you by every insurance company that's on a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan, so you should read through that. There will be some impactful changes to your plan, whether that's simple co-pays or deductibles or, you know, hospital stays, things like that. Those costs are going up. Dental, vision, hearing, that's all changing this year. For every plan either is being reduced or being eliminated in terms of an offering. So the plans that were in the past are going to be dramatically different this coming season in 2025. We have a couple of events that we do as well. Every Wednesday between 10 and 12 o'clock in the morning, we're at MedTA Pharmacy. You can look that up online. It's we basically are there for 2 hours to help anybody who have questions. So it's just an open forum. It's not really set up like an event. I kind of sit in an office, and if you have questions, you can come in and just talk to me and just have some chat there. And that happens on every Wednesday. We're also going to be participating in a couple of senior expos. One of them is going to be this coming October 29th at the Jewish Community Center in Scottsdale. And so that's where a lot of seniors can come in and maybe look at other vendors or suppliers or other businesses that are offering their services. We'll be there with a booth representing several plans, and we can come up to me and just have conversations. Hey, I've read my ANOC, or I don't understand my ANOC, or I have questions about it, and can we schedule a meeting? So that's something that we can do. I also wanted to let people know that if they go to my website, that abcdmedicare.com website, I have a link on there where you can actually schedule a meeting with me, right? So you can go right on there. You don't have to call me, and you can just schedule an appointment with me. And then I'll get a notification, and I'll most likely reach out to you and say, hey, thanks for scheduling an appointment. And I need to get a little bit more information to proceed with the appointment, right? And just have a little bit of a mini conversation with them, and then make sure that appointment is ready to go at that moment.
This is a free service to you. It just makes sense to, first of all, speak to somebody local. That is number one.
Right, correct.
To also, please, do not try. A lot of people go to Dr. Google and they're trying to do these things on your own.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's not a good idea. Also, don't talk to your neighbors, and your friends, because everybody's going to be on a different plan, right?
Yeah, the plan that's right for your neighbor is most likely not going to be right for you. Everyone has a different need. They have different doctors, different prescriptions, different specialists, and everyone's going to have a different. Although they may be right next to you and say, "Oh, use this plan." There's something going to be different. So what we do, and I think we spoke about it earlier, as I take a really deep dive into my customers' needs, understand what's happening. We go through this process. It's called the needs analysis, and just kind of get a feel for what the needs are for the customer, because there are a lot of plans out there, and one can go cross-eyed considering every one of these plans. But my job is to sharpshoot the ones that's right for your needs are, right. So we go in there and we understand based on relationships we have the plan, based on how the plan covers, based on what your needs are. We kind of go in there and And you may ask, people come, hey, what about this plan? I heard this plan's gonna be really good. I said, well, I can't answer that for you because I don't know enough about you, right?
Right.
I need a little bit more information to see, and that plan may be an option, but let's take a look what your needs are and see.
Go to ABCDMedicare.com. You can schedule an appointment right there online. You can also call him direct. His number is 602-770-9062. And I want everybody to know too, what makes him also really wonderful is that you are a seniors advocate, but also that you do speak 3 languages, and he speaks Spanish fluently. You're from here in Arizona.
Correct,
You're originally from here, and you know, to have somebody being able to just discuss all this with you and have you understand it in your tongue, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, no, so locally, was raised in Arizona, right? Went to Maryville High School, went to Yavapai College up north in Prescott, came back down here to Grand Canyon University, got my 4-year degree in international business, and I started my agency back in 2015. So I've been in the business now, it's going to be almost 10 years, 9 years.
It's amazing.
So, you know, really
You came
enjoy,
on then. I
really,
remember.
yeah, really enjoy helping people. I think it's really, I get probably more out of it than my customers get out of it. Really appreciative of that to work with the people that I do have, and the partnerships that we have that I've developed with insurance companies has been outstanding too.
And your clients.
And clients as well, right?
Absolutely.
So, a little story to tell, right? I always tell a little story. We
I
got
love
a
it.
little bit of
Yeah,
it.
we got it.
So this past weekend, went to one of my customers for a couple of years, and the gentleman's name is Leo. I call him Leo, right? And very cool family, very nice family. So I show up there, and he already knows me, right? So he's got the coffee ready, right? He's got the pan dulce, which is the sweet bread in Mexico, right? He's got it all ready there, and he's like, "What do you need to make sure I get the right plan, Mr. Arona?" You know, and it's those little moments for me that makes the trip to the house worthwhile. It's not that I can't get my own coffee or my own pan dulce, but somebody
you know
would.
what? They're friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we become family, right?
I want to say something we talk about Medicare right now. This is the season. This is the time
Right.
for you to make those changes if you don't like it. By the way, please, if you just think that you're okay, you're probably not. You better go and just have a look. It doesn't cost you anything to have that consultation with him and to find out. If you are, then fine. But
Right.
if not, you might be happy that you called so that you can save you money, because that's what it's all about this year.
Yeah, absolutely. One other story. Generally, this moment in the annual enrollment period for Medicare, which is October 15th through the December 7th, usually it's a lot of movement for people on Medicare Advantage or prescription drug plan. But what happens as well is a lot of people on Medicare supplements are getting, they want to know what's going on, right? What's happening? And more are running to getting calls and people that maybe I spoke to in the past that weren't ready, or maybe they were okay in their supplement plan, maybe a plan F or a plan G. During this past 2 weeks, I helped a lot of people save money on their supplement plans because they were in a plan F and they went down to a plan G, which is
I didn't even know it went that far.
which saved them a lot of money. We're talking saving them $1,000, $1,200 a year, right? In an economy where there's we were talking about a lot of uncertainty, right? Where's the money coming from? What's going to happen in the future? What's going to happen with this election? What's going to happen after who wins, right? What's the fallout of
What's
whether
your
who
life
wins?
going
Right?
to be like?
Yeah, so there's a lot of concerns out there, but you know, one thing's for certain, and we spoke about this, you got to take care of yourself, right?
Exactly.
And that's
Glad
what
you brought that up again.
and that's what I'm here for, right? After with everything, with all the uncertainty happening, whether the economy and the inflation and everything that's going on, is I'm here to help you. If I can save you $1,000, I can save you $500. If I can reduce your prescription drug costs, if I can reduce your copay, reduce your financial exposure in case something major does happen, then that's my job to do, right? And I take that very sincerely and very personal to make sure that you're in the right plan.
Right, and this is the thing about seniors. Seniors, your medications change all of the time.
Right.
Right? And you never know when you're going to get sick. You want to make sure that you're going to have the doctor that you want to have in your
Right.
plan. There's just so many reasons to have somebody here local that can help you and walk you through it and go to bat for you, which is what you said before.
Yeah, we definitely go to bat for our customers, whether that's a claim that a doctor maybe didn't process correctly. That happens quite a bit, where maybe they're being charged for something.
You think Joe Namath is gonna do that? There's no way.
Yeah, and Joe Namath, or would you say Dr. Google?
Dr. Google, they don't do that for you.
And I think that's the important thing, when we started with is the king of the house call, right?
Yeah.
The in-home appointment is to have a relationship with someone like myself who will go to bat for you when you need it.
And the other thing is it's a free service, and you're all about helping them and educating them. I think that's for you the biggest thing, is that you've always been that way since the day I met you. It's all about educating them.
Yeah, someone told me there's nothing free in life, right? But this service is, right?
I think people don't understand. First of all, they think it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
But explain, you do get paid.
Yeah. So I work as an independent agent. I work for I have contracts with different insurance companies. They all pay the same across the board on Medicare Advantage plans, prescription drug plans. And so when you select the plan that's right for you, the insurance company pays me.
But what's good about that
yeah.
too is you have a variety,
Correct.
and he's not pushing one just because maybe he gets paid by more from one than another.
No,
you
they
just
all
said
pay
they
the
all
same.
pay exactly the
They-
same,
yeah.
which is fair, and it
Right.
makes it right. But here's the thing, folks, it is a real deal. There is no cost to the service, and it makes sense for you to speak to somebody here local, especially if you do speak Spanish. He's the perfect person to speak
Correct.
to, and just have the consultation. What are your final words?
Just don't wait till the last minute. Don't be distracted by everything that's going on with the election. I know that's at the top of mind of a lot of people, and they're going to wait to maybe after what was it?
It's going to
November
get
5th.
crazy after
But-
that. Don't do
But
that.
and then you got Thanksgiving, right? So it's going to be a tight schedule. It's going to be very limited time. So go to my website, call me, or sign up for an appointment on the link on the calendar there, and just schedule yourself in, and we'll get you talking and helping you out.
The phone number to call him direct is 602-770-9062. You can also go to ANOC.com, where you can find a lot of information about the changes that are in that ANOC for you to see. He's got all that education there for you. Go to his website too, that's ABCDMedicare.com, and you can just sign up and make a schedule appointment right there as well. Don't wait, folks. It's going to get pretty crazy very soon, and you don't have to. Right now you can have a conversation with him and get all set, and you're all done. That number again is 602-770-9062. It's ABCDMedicare.com.